want you. Long time since the last time. Got a tab, we can run up. Knew you from the way, now we grown up. My look, yeah, made the realest ones nervous. But if you want it, tap in. I think that I know somewhere that we could go to crash.
I see you, Deborah.
We could keep the pace on
I'm gonna try to do this without my eyeglasses today.
Can we go
I
back
can
to
see
the
pretty
days
good the
when we
more I
had no
push it
plans? All
back.
we had was the
Now
moment.
my phone, we're gonna have a
Mistakes to
problem,
know
sister
it's the
girl.
sun. I hate the fact that we lost touch. Yeah, the Uber pull it up, don't call.
Deborah, did the notification come to you?
I'ma leave it up to you.
I'm always worried about the notification. Sometimes it take a little while. Did you see the notification there?
We was raised a little different. Used to be ashamed who I was, now I'm paid by the sentence. Taking my time with it. Baby, give me yours so I could get them butterflies trapped in your rib cage. Let me know we
I
on
didn't
the
see it
same
go up.
page.
Deb, did the notification come to you?
Waiting all day for your name on the ID. So
Yeah.
if you want it,
Hey,
tap
Canadian
in.
Family Life.
That I know somewhere
Hey.
that we could go to
Did the
crash
notification
land.
come,
And
Canadian
we
Family
could
Life? Let
keep
me
the
turn this music
pace
off.
on slow. Don't leave me on red. Can we go back where we first began? No plans, all we
Morning. Tiffany, did the oh okay, that's what I figured. That's why I said I'm gonna start waiting a minute or two. And hey, okay, destination. I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different. I'm gonna be off with these glasses. I cannot stay. I thought I fixed this thing in my glasses. Oh, I got good stuff for y'all today. Oh, yes, honey. This was requested. Somebody wanted to know about the parts of my life. Okay. I don't know why the number's not changing this morning. Here we go. Woo. Okay. I'm trying to pull up on, hey, Pete. I am here. I got some good stuff for you today. And of course, my numbers are not changing today. It just loved to, oh, it finally did. Okay, Canadian Family Life. I know, girl, you got a busy life. I'm trying to get myself back here and where I need to be. Oh my goodness. I really done messed up. Ah, I really done messed up. Okay, here I am. Oh Lord. Then I got to turn the phone down. Welcome everybody. I'm gonna try to do something a little bit different because I can't get the glare out my glasses. I can see pretty good except for on my phone. It's just I hate the glare in my glasses. I know I'm gonna have to put them on because I have to put them on and I'm sweating already. Well, thank you, everybody. Oh, I got some treats for y'all today. A couple of people had requested that they wanted story time from me talking about I couldn't have been that good. They want to know, they want to know the hossy tossy stuff of my life. Ah, oh, okay. I'll just deal with the glare today because it'll make it a lot. But thank you. How was everybody's weekend? I hope everybody's weekend went really, really good. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes. It's about five. What is about 5 minutes I've been on already. And yeah, I was on Pedroza. And it was only an hour, which I was, it was really nice. He was really, really professional. Hey, Trish the Natural. Okay, girl, I know you got to go, but you're going to have the rest of the week off. Thanks for stopping by. They need to go back to one of the videos you put out. I know, Annette, but what I wanted to, I know what you're saying, but what I wanted to do was talk about, because I know if I play the video, I know the people that's in here is not going to watch it later, but I tried to decide if I wanted to try to tell it my way, but I just think the video just got the essence of it because I've tried to talk about it. Because I'm going to do is I'm going to stop it and go, do it like a reaction video. That's what I'm doing. So, because it's just sitting on the shelf, if I say go look at it, because it's like 4 or 5 of them. So, if it works today, me doing the reaction video on it, then, I'll do it. I think it's about 5 of them. Then I'll do it like every Monday, is what I'll do. So, yeah, but I woke up feeling pretty good. Pretty good. Hey, Lydia. Hey, girl. Hey. Yeah, thanks for listening in. And yeah, it's gonna be a great day. It rained all night in Florida where I stay. Destination stays a little across the bridge from me. So destination, did it rain all night over there? It's really dark here, but they say it's no rain in 4 hours. So I don't know what we're going to have after that. It's a 40% chance of rain. And we need it here. We're bone dry. Hey, CV baseball card collector, how you doing? How you doing on this Monday morning? Y'all can see I'm doing good. And CV baseball card collector, he done dropped his link. And destination says, yes, it rained all night. Yeah, it's really dark here now, but it doesn't show any rain in the coming 4 hours. So, but a 40% chance. And the degrees is 77 degrees, but it feels like 66 degrees, 65 degrees. I see all y'all coming in. I see Dee Dee. Hey, Dee Dee. Dee Dee is from she's Indonesian, but from Hong Kong. And let's see who else. Keisha is back. I don't know what she gonna do when she gotta go back to work, but Keisha, are you gonna be doing us some videos? Keisha just came off a cruise with her son. And they had great memories, I'm sure. Her son was so cute. Keisha, he talked like me, don't you? Talk a lot. You had to cut him off. And Keisha is a great supporter of ours. She's starting to do videos. She has a channel. Keisha, just type Betty and hashtag Betty, and then they'll drop it. And then, okay. And my sister saying thumbs up. And Keisha, like I said, she is a great supporter. Thank you, 11 in the house, because it's going to be a great day at Big Mama's house. Yeah, great Big Mama feeling good this morning. I miss you too, Keisha. We all missed you. Okay, I got a lot of good stuff today. I don't want to make it too long either. But what I'm going to do is, because someone requested talking about a part of my life. They want to start knowing about me. Talking about, I know you got a lot of stories. I done had a lot of people talking about, oh, you wasn't that good. Because if most of you don't know, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to do some other stuff before. I'm going to do it like a reaction video, stop it, start it. But I did have a first marriage, very young marriage for 3 years that produced a son. And I'm going to talk about that because that was a really rough time in my life. I was very young, 21. I think he was 20. So we were very young, it was a lot that went on in that marriage. A lot. Physical abuse. Yeah. Only once. Because I don't condone abuse. And my mama was. But okay, I done kind of said everything. Everybody's talking. She talking about I wasn't that bad. I was too young to get married. That's for sure. Yep, I'm going to talk about that. We were too young, but thank you, 12 in the house. This is going to be a great week. As you all know, 9:30, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Wednesday, I'm going to have a special guest, Guard 848. She's Indonesian. She's going to be joining me on the panel, and she's going to talk about her life. I would love, she's like 10 years older than me. And that is so amazing that I get to talk to her and she gets to share her culture with us. And I think that's going to be amazing. Then on Friday, my premiere goes on at 9 a.m. And then my live comes on right after that. And really, if you just sat in that place, YouTube would just shift you over back to here. So, or you can come over here, on your own. And then my let's see, she say, you hit me, you trust me, you toast. Yes, I didn't. I'ma talk about that. I ain't listen to my mama. I tell all daughters, Keisha, I tell all daughters, listen to your mama. But I'm going to talk on the other end too, but I'm going to talk about that later, how don't be so hard because they're going to go do it anyway just because they're young and your brain ain't fully matured. Yeah, that was the first major mistake, that I didn't listen to my mom in my life. It just took me to a whole different arena. Yep, and yep, he was a nut job. Y'all hear me? That was a nut job. I can say that. And if he came on here and came up here, he know. But they always say it's my side, his side, and then it all mixed up in the middle. I see Keisha saying, see, Miss Betty, I was gone so long, I thought it was 9. It was looking for your nut. I think it's a well, girl, I changed it. It's a Chanel. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. I'm so honored all of y'all are here. And my sister told me, listen to your mama, but most UG people don't. Yeah, because our brains they're not fully matured. And that's why we make all those dumb decisions in our 20s. If you're still making a lot of dumb mistakes in your 30s, you better re-examine yourself. But 20s is that time when most people are going to make a lot of mistakes, is what they're going to do. And then what I do is I put my little notebook here. And I wanted to talk about too is because I was on Pedrosa's show last night, and I thank him for that. And I also had Tiffany Canadian Family Life on my show last week. And let me tell you, it was really good. It was really a good show. And got still getting pretty good views on it also. And also on Pedrosa's channel last night, I got my notes here. I didn't talk about Friday. I'm gonna have Carol, the girl miniature, on my show, and she is hilarious. So I know that's gonna be a great show. I'm gonna have to kind of calm myself down because both of us could get pretty hyper. So let's see what else. Oh, somebody asked a question. Once this is on monetization, I always want to say partnership more than the monetization. Someone asked, once you reach your 1,000 and your 4,000 watch hours, what if you go in and YouTube say, yeah, you can apply now, and your numbers drop? What YouTube will do, they'll put you like in a review, they'll put you up on the shelf. And they're going to watch you close. And once your numbers get back up there and stay, then they'll go ahead and, finish the process. Okay. Because I'm sure that has happened to some people. Thank God it didn't happen to me when it went through that final stage. What else I had? Oh, if your channel isn't active for 6 months, YouTube can choose to take away the partnership. I think that's very important to know too. So, but I just wanted to share that a little bit. And another thing I wanted to share, I don't think, God dog it. Another thing I wanted to share, the grocery prices. Y'all know that I was doing delivery a lot until Walmart is messing up. Walmart did great the first 2 years, but Walmart now, But I'm telling you, I went to Public Supermarket. If anybody stay in Florida, the reason we love Public Supermarket because of the groceries, the customer service, but the prices are so high. And then I went to Walmart. Ain't no different. I'm telling y'all, Walmart is pushing those prices up. My toothpaste, I use Sensodyne. Okay, I always buy two tubes because one tube is almost $7. Okay, so I used to buy two tubes because then you get them less than $10 or whatever. They done went up to $12, almost $13 for two tubes. I'm like, ain't no way. And you know what? I asked myself, what do people do when they have children? What do they do? Let me see. Some people done got in here a little bit. Let's see. Trying to find my lines. Let me go back. Everybody's saying hello. Keisha said, I am Betty Gathers. I felt like I'm watching the 60-minute show with you and John Perdoza. I know, right? He's so professional, girl. I was listening driving home. I love that interview. Well, thank you, Keisha. Thank you, everybody speaking to, and there's my mama Lainey. Hey, girl. Hey, I saw your video with our daughter, my granddaughter. Mama Lainey has my granddaughter, and she had a good short video on this morning. And another thing too is, and thank you everybody that's here, is I thought about that because her video was short. Is I know with YouTube and the monetization, and I need to go back and read that. I try to read stuff that I'm not quite sure of, but it was saying your video should be at least 8 minutes to get monetized. So I know on Friday, my video was a little short. So I added something in just to get it up to 8 minutes. So maybe you want to think about that. When you're doing a short video, maybe you don't want to do it less than 8 minutes, but you can, because you want them to be able to put commercials in there. So to, get you a little money anyway. No, it's just starting, girl. It's just starting. What time is it there, Lainey? Lainey thought I was young enough to be her sister. I'm old enough to be her mommy. It don't take much. There is Darian. Oh, you trying to come in and listen about my life, my 20-year-old life. My 20-year-old life. Hey, she stole my thunder. I've been seeing you around. My sister said, oh, wow, get baking soda and water. That's what they do. Works with teeth and is deodorant. Okay, mama, in that. That's what my mama, we learned that. Hey, Maisie Rose. I'm trying to think where you're from. Well, I want to say Scotland. Maisie, where you came from again? Remind me. I don't know why I'm thinking Scotland. Okay, everybody. Talking to everybody. Yeah, I know, Lainey. Okay, it's 9:47 p.m. there. Mama Lainey, why you can't bring people up on your panel? Is it because of the area you live in? But I'm gonna have Mama Lainey up here one day, y'all. She's just someone that I find amazing. Like Darian, I find him amazing. But I'm going back to these prices of food and stuff. It is outrageous. I just can't. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this was a great weekend. Looked like Florida is going to be a little rainy. And Darren, how is your mom? And yes, thumbs up, because I need that as much as I can get it. It helps that algorithm with YouTube. And one more thing before I go into about my life is, yes, Scotland, I remember. I remember. But let me get this one. Okay. Hey D is here. She's from Australia. And okay, so I'm like right at the end. Thank you, everybody that's in here. But yeah, a couple of people wanted me to share a part of my life. They told me that my life couldn't be as good as it is now all my life. I said, oh, y'all want some gossip? Y'all, I got some good gossip. Oh, Darren gonna call me down after this. Darren, remember, I was only 2021. But how I'm gonna do it is I have like 4 or 5 videos, and I think I'm gonna see how it works today. They're short videos, they aren't long. I'm gonna do them like reaction videos. I'm gonna put them up on the screen, and then I'm gonna stop them and start them because I think when I look at these, this was when I first started YouTube, and you'll even see the coloring is all different. And I'm kind of glad it kind of looks bad with the lighting and stuff, because then it lets you know that you did improve, somewhat. Even the hair is different a year ago. Girl, I ain't telling all my business. Ain't nothing to tell. We ain't get along. I ain't telling everything. I'm telling what's in that video. They say, tell the truth, and the truth shall set you free. But yeah, I'm gonna do it as a reaction video. Then I'm gonna ask y'all at the end, what did you think about it? And me doing it as a reaction video, because I just feel that this really has the essence. I can talk about it, but I think if you see me and I stop and start the video, then what she say? I know Big Mama better not open the floodgates. You know what, Keisha? Another thing I think about is your daughter and other people's daughters. This is honestly what I think about. What good is it from 40 some years ago for me to hold on that to bury it where it can help somebody make a decision about this and say, hey, my mama might be right. Maybe I need to listen. Maybe I need to pull back, because I remember Big Mama said, so I don't tell everything, but I tell the truth. Let's put it that way. So even if my ex-husband came up and said, like I say, it's his truth, and we all meet in the middle. But I tell a consistent story every time. It's consistent. And when it's consistent, it always is. And okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to draw these lines, because I know I'm going to have people coming in and out, and I'm going to have to get good with this. I'm going to drink me some coffee first. And yes, destination, I have my water. This is my favorite kind. It's Bubbles Coconut Mint. I tried another flavor, but I didn't like it as much. And then my sister said, let me draw one more line, then I'm going to leave this chat alone. Thank you, 18 in the house. Y'all coming just in time, because I'm going to share my video, but I'm going to do it as a reaction video. And I did that with me growing up in the 60s, and it seemed like that worked pretty good. Child, my ex-husband, he would, girl, I'd be done. Ooh. But okay, but this video was done a year ago. It's not that long. And I'm just gonna you was a little girl. You don't know it all. She thinks she's 13 years younger than me. You don't know it all, girl. Okay, I'm gonna start. If anybody come in, I'm trying to look all over the place, but I got my my moderators, and I know they'll welcome everybody in, whoever comes on. So, okay, Lainey, but I'm gonna go ahead and start it. And I don't know, Darian, what color tube are you going to pick for the tubing YouTube? Huh? You got to get back. I don't know what you're talking about, Darian. I don't know. And then I'm going to do this one last comment, because everybody, yes, I agree. My daughter and I talk, but I share history relevant to the situation is necessary. No need to have the mistakes repeated. Yes. And each of us have a story. All of us. Hey, Aaron. Hey. I'm telling y'all all coming in this morning. Hey. Aaron is from Australia, and Dee is his wife. And I'm going to get started with this video. For the ones, it's going to be about my past, and then I'm going to come in and out, stop the video when I think it needs to be stopped. I'm going to even have on a wedding gown, y'all. I'm going to have the wedding gown on. I put that sucker on, and let me tell y'all, that thing, it was like, oh, girl, you need to get out of here. It was like, I wanted to rip it off. But this is the dress my mom crocheted. It took her a year to crochet this dress. Thank you, 19 in the house. Thank you so much. I know I'm going to be a little behind in the chat, so I know I'm going to be counting on my moderators to kind of welcome people in as I do the reaction video. And I'm going to try to keep up. I got, so many people here, and I thank you, and I am so honored. And here we go. I hope I get it right. Okay. And then I don't know if I want to take it big. Y'all think I should take it big? Probably. Yeah. I probably should take it big. Okay. And here we go. But it don't get big on your side because I'm looking. Did it get bigger? Hopefully. But anyway, let me go and play it. Okay, here we go. Get started. This is a video from a year ago, people. A year ago. Look at the lighting. You can see all around where it's dark. And if you look at the gown, is crocheted. My mom did it. It took a year to do it. But here we go. And all of you that's just brand new, I just keep coming back and have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share, and hit that little button down at the bottom. And also the ones that subscribe, also hit that like button. Thumbs up, because that helped me grow. Thumbs up. But I'm here today. I'm going to get right back into it. 40 some years ago, my first marriage. I've got a story to tell you. So just sit on down with me, and I'm going to try not to make it long. If it gets too long, it's going to be a two-parter. And I got to get out this dress. I got to get out this dress. I'm going to get right into what I'm talking about. Young, dumb, and married. And dumb it was. And divorced on top, which I don't really talk about. Most people know I had a first marriage, but I don't even really think I talked about it to my husband, to be truthful, of what happened. And young marriages are just that. They're just young, dumb, and stupid. But we're going to get right into this story. And that is how it started. It started with me visiting the city of where he lived at. And that was a big mistake. Big mistake. That's how it kind of blossomed into this marriage. And I was 21 and he was 20. We both came from the same religion. We both came from strict families. And I would say our maturity age for both of us was 16. He probably was a younger 16, and I probably was a little older 16. But that, let me get back over. But yeah, our maturity level was very low. I don't know if it was because we weren't ready for marriage. That's for darn sure. And I just wanted to stick that in there, that we definitely was not ready for marriage. I got to go back over here. Okay. That's where I would put our mentality. And always remember, there is three sides to every story: his side, my side, and the truth. Because everybody's perception is different. Because some things I'm going to say, he's probably going to say, I don't remember that. Because some things I looked at letters that I had written my mom and stuff I don't even remember me even writing her. But and it dredges up a lot, because we're talking 40 some years ago. The only thing good that I can say that came out of this marriage is my son and that dress that I could still fit into 40 years later and still don't feel good. That'll be the last time I put that dress back on. That's all I can say. I wouldn't even, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't even let her use it. I say, burn it, burn it. Get back over. And that's what I say, burn it, burn it. And you know, you have that wedding, it's beautiful. I had over 400 people. Um, that one day. That probably was the most beautiful part of that marriage, probably. And then within 3 months, 3 months, people, I knew I made a mistake. 3 months. Okay, and still went on to stay for a little bit and had a baby and everything. So let's get back on. Uh-oh. Gotta get back over. Ah, ah, ah. But anyway, it was, we were young. My mom, she tried to talk me out of the marriage, which he doesn't even know about. I don't even know if my sister and brother know about that, but she did try to talk me out of it because she's seen red flags. But when you're young and dumb, you don't see anything. And you know, coming from a strict family too, I wanted to get out, and I'm sure he wanted to get out too. So there, the two young and dumbs came together in a marriage. Okay, let me come on back over. I'm trying to look at the chat too. I don't want to. I want to welcome in everybody. But yeah, it was a 3-year marriage with one child. Oh, I'm not gonna rip that dress up. Shit, they're talking. My sister talking about you bet not. My if anybody that's in here wasn't in here before, my mom crocheted my whole dress, and thank you, Darren. And that's what it was. But I just think, you know, a part of history. Um, Keisha says she can't see any problems with my video because I talked about my lighting because this was a year ago. And let's see, Cass 24. Thank you for coming in. And I know that Canadian Family Life, she had a very young marriage too. Um, 20 is young, y'all. Even the marriage that make it through, it's rough because you don't know how to fight. You don't know how to, you know what I mean? You don't know how to argue. Your children, and like I said, our maturity level was very low. So I'm still looking in the chat. I can't talk about anybody. Okay, I'm at the end. And I'm gonna go ahead and restart the video. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming in. Thumbs up. It means so much to me. And let's get back started with the video. It's so neat. You do a reaction on your own video. And we did. We had a big wedding. I would say about 400 people. And my mom even tried to talk me out the night before, but I still went on. And you know what? And I could see, when I think back, I could see the signs that night before that this wasn't going to be good. Okay. And I always say a big wedding is just a big party. All right. I want to make sure I stop it at this part. The reason I want to stop it here, the reason I see, and this where I'm telling you, the dumb 20-year-old man, and I don't think I ever really said this out because I was so embarrassed all my life, but we got in an argument the night before, and I think he was going to hit me. He looked like he was going to hit me. So anybody out there that has a daughter and they get that feeling, you already, it's going to happen. Okay. And I never thought it was in the garage of the house that was bought, our house, and we were arguing about something the night before, and I'm sure he would have hit me if we was married at that time. But okay, and that's the time I should have pulled out. My mom, she even said, baby girl, she said, we can pack this dress because because we stayed in the country, so we had the wedding there. She said we can pack the dress up, we can do all this, the food and everything. And she's saying, you won't hurt mama's feelings one bit. Did I listen? No, I proceeded on. I wanted to get out the house. That's what happened when you want to get out the house. Okay, let me go. Everybody else. So after the wedding, we got these two people that think they're grown and everything's happy going along, but it quickly deteriorated. quickly. A lot of arguments, and especially when you're young, you don't know how to really maneuver around. So you just dig, and everybody's going for the jugular vein is basically what everybody's doing. And I remember one time I got like really, really sick, and I had got a bad infection. My mom. Oh, I'm stopping on this one too. Let me get on back over here. I ain't told this story either. I'm gonna tell you how them 20-year-old minds is done. I had got a really, yes, I'm telling you, a really bad bladder infection, and it almost went into a kidney infection. And I remember, and show you how dumb 20-year-old, 16-year-old mind is really what it was. And the doctor said, I could really tell you how you got this. And I didn't even ask him. I didn't, and I don't know what he meant by it, but I'm pretty sure now I know what he meant by it. But yeah, I remember that. I don't know why I didn't question the doctor why, but yeah, it just is yeah. Oh, and okay, let me go on because then I'll tell too much. Let me go over a little bit. I don't want to get too far. Thank you so much. Everybody talking about she on a roll. Yes, Pedro's, I'm on a roll. My first marriage was at 19 years old. Lasted at least you got 6 years. I won't say I was too young, but it was definitely a lesson for both of us. Yes, it ends up being a lesson for both of us, is what it is. But mine might have been a little harder lesson than most people. But anyway, I got through it though. Yep. Let's see. Get a job. Yep, get a job. See, I wasn't thinking. I just was not thinking. Uh Canadian family life. She was mine. What did you say? Mine was at 19, lasted 7 years, and it made me who I am today. So I don't regret it. The only thing I look at is not the regret. It's just, I guess, not listening. And maybe that was just the path I was supposed to take. I don't know. But it started me down a path of no return, but I got smarter as I went along. My sister said, yep, I had a friend, that's how she knew her husband was cheating, child. Yep. And I did not have, we're talking about, I had got a bad bladder infection, almost got to a kidney infection. And the doctor, he even said, I can tell you how you got it. And I didn't even go cross my mind. I'm sure it crossed my mama mind. You'll see this in a little bit in the video. Hey, Embarkation. Hey, Embarkation. I always say, hey, Jennifer, how you doing this morning? I'm just going back over my little first marriage life. And let's see. That's horrible. Well, God is good, and you got out and have stories to share and help other. We love you. Oh, somebody loves me. Yeah, everybody. Okay, I'm gonna go. They say, yeah, everything happened for a reason, but I wished I would have listened. I had some hard days in that little house. Hard days, harder than a lot of people know. It's like, because you just don't share everything because you're embarrassed. You're embarrassed. Okay, let me go back over here. And here we go. Came down to help me because I almost got in the hospital. And she came down, and and even the doctor, what he had said, so let me back up. The doctor said that I had a really bad infection, and he could tell me, what did he say? He know how I got it, is what he said. I was too young and dumb to ask, well, what do you mean by that? But now I know what he meant by that. So my mom came down, and we were arguing a lot. And my mom said to both of us, because she didn't tell me this, but she already knew that it was a third person involved. Because she said she already see, from the argument that there was a third person involved. But I didn't know that she already knew that a woman was involved. Okay. So, and she never really told me. And that's why I say sometimes I think parents should step back and let you make your own mess since you're already in it. And that's another thing I think about is, as parents, of if you have people, your kids in their 20s or late teens, and they're with somebody, talk to them, but don't pressure them to get out of that relationship, because if you do, it's just going to draw them tighter together. Even if it's bad, they're going to stay with that person for as long as they can tolerate it, because they're going to prove you wrong. That's what they're. Okay, I'm coming back over. Yeah, that's one thing I can say. I'm gonna go over in the chat in a minute. Is parents, you can talk to them, and that's what my mom, she talked. She didn't try to hold me back, and I think that helped a lot with me getting out of this relationship early too. She was there after I got married. She supported me all the way through. And even when the marriage was over, she supported. And you need, because you're little girls. I don't care what, 2021, you're babies. I was a baby. Okay, let me see. I'm going back over to the chat, and tell me, everybody, how are you enjoying me doing the reaction video? My sister left me. Okay, I think sometimes it bothers her a little bit, me talking about it. Embarkation said we're doing well. I am Betty J. Thanks for the sweet comment. Sure. Oh, girl, yeah. Oh, you're becoming part of my life. These cruise people. Miss Jamia, hello. I got to do a lot and catch up for you, and I pray that you're doing well. And okay, Maisie, what time was that? I hope it wasn't too long ago. Thanks so much for coming. And I seen a new person from last night, and I think I missed them. Ooh. And Part Jens, that's who it was. I know I saw you over there. Okay, thank you so much. I met her at Pedrosa's last night. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start back over here. It's not really that much more. And let me go back and make this big and go back. Oop, on this side. They're gonna do. Okay. And like I say, my mom really didn't pressure me, but she didn't want me to marry. But by that time, like I say, we were married and the baby came along. Nothing got better. It just got worse and it got worse and it got worse. Then it gets physical. Okay. Then I know the first time we were arguing in the grocery store, he basically slapped me. I know it wasn't with a closed hand or anything. And I can remember it was a man in there and he laughed about it. Crazy, isn't it? And then the next time it got physical, and the last time it got physical, because my mom always say, don't let anybody hit on you. And I know my husband in there listening now. So I was about 7 months pregnant. 7 months. And we were arguing about something, and he ended up hitting me. Oh my goodness, that was the last hit he ever got. First, I went to his dresser where he had all the stuff on top, and I just took my hand, knocked everything down. Then I went in the kitchen. I broke every plate there was to be broken. Then I attacked him. I ripped his shirt all off of him. And instead of me calling my mama, he called my mama. And my baby sister remembers, she'll be able to say that is correct. He brought me home. Get back over here. Okay. And and physical, and what I'm saying, I may be laughing through it, but you're really not laughing. More embarrassment, but that was something that my mom always said, never to let someone hit you, ever let someone hit you. And a mate. And and physical abuse is so wrong. And I honestly, I think he saw it somewhere else. I don't want to say in his parents' marriage, because I never knew that part. But it was that one time, and I went home to my mom. Well, he took me to my mom. My mom stayed about 3 hours away, and I was big and pregnant. Can you imagine? big and pregnant and fighting, but that was the one and only time. And then when I was in the store, when he slapped me, I don't know why I said closed hand, but open hand slap. And it was a man there and he just laughed. I never forget that. I was in a grocery store in a public place and he laughed about it. Can you imagine that? He slaps me and then someone in public is laughing about it. That's crazy, isn't it? That is crazy. I'm trying to see how the chat, I don't want to get too far behind. And that's why my sister left, because she knew what part was coming up. She can't take it. Okay, and I'm keep going till I get to the end. I think I can get to the end pretty fast. And sometimes, talking about this too puts you in a place where but hey, Guard 848, I'm interviewing her. I'm gonna call you tomorrow. Okay, Guard. And sometimes this, people look at this and then they look back and then it affects them, because they were talking, someone was talking about, it was a child that drowned, and it just was a horrible. And then what happened was my nephew drowned some years ago, and he was on that 5 maybe. So whenever I hear people talk about it, it takes me back to that place, and it threw me off for a couple of weeks. So sometimes this can be a trigger for somebody, but I hope not. I just want to share this part of my life with you. Okay, let me get on back over here. Welcome everybody. Let me draw my little lines, because like I say, we all can write a book. I've been married now for 30 years, but that first, oh Jesus. Okay, let me, what did I do? Uh-oh, I know what I did. I hit the wrong button. Okay, this is what I want to do. And then after that episode, do you think I left? No. But one thing I knew was once I left, I was going to leave and never go back. So when he did, because my mom lived like 3 hours away. So when he did come back to pick me up, me and the baby went back with him. And, everything still continued on, the arguments, and just never stopped. Then one night, I noticed, still this young, dumb mind, still not thinking about this woman, because I'm thinking my husband is this good old religious man. He was in the garage where the washing machine was, and my husband wasn't the neatest man, my ex-husband anyway. He wasn't the neatest man. And he was in there washing his clothes in the washer. And I'm like, why are you in there washing your clothes in the washer? I forgot what his answer was or whatever. So I knew right then, okay, this is it. This is it. But I still didn't leave. And there were days that I do not even remember. I would sit there and sit there. Sometimes I think it's your mind protecting itself for something that could be really, really bad. But come to find out, my mom, because he used to sell insurance, and my mom had saw these two women, and he know exactly who I'm talking about. And he could say it's untruth, but I have a witness even after my mom passed, so it's not untruth that this is the same woman that he ended up marrying a little bit after we got divorced. Because I'm gonna tell you why. My baby was still small when they got married, and that was right after we got married. So he could say whatever he wanted to say, but the truth always come out. I never told my son, till this day he will know if he looks at this video, I never ever told him. And one time my son did, he was like, he didn't believe stuff that I was saying. And my sister said, and you didn't tell him the truth? And I'm like, no, because you're always like, what difference does it make? you know, but the truth always comes out one way or the other. Okay. So then, after finding out about the woman, I still stayed a little while and then I end up leaving. I did leave everything. I just took the clothes on me and my baby's back and I went back home to my mom. But he thought that I was coming back. And I knew once I left that house, that was it. That's all I could say. That was it. So I don't know how long after when we left, he ended up coming to my mom's house and he said, I'm taking you and the baby home. And I'm like, no, that I had already hired a lawyer and I had was filing for a divorce. So he should be getting the paperwork soon. And I'm just so happy. I was young, but I understood don't just stay there for the rest of your life and be unhappy. I just think if I was still with him 40 some years later, what my life would have been about. But I Okay, I'm gonna stop it there. That's one thing I'm happy about that at that age, and I think it came really from my mom. Like once you get tired of something and you leave, don't go back. Don't go back. And I sat there a little while and I thought about it, you know. And if anybody just coming in, I'm just talking about my first marriage and, just being young and immature. I was very immature and also him. But I'm just happy that I chose not to stay for a long period of time. It was 3 years that we stayed married and one child that was conceived in that marriage. But and I do that all in my life now. I notice that I do not stay in things that makes me unhappy. Maybe that's just part of me, is what it is. That and I see so many people in unhappy marriages for years and years and years, and I don't get it. I don't I don't get it. Somebody can tell me because I just don't think I think life is so short. Why stay in an unhappy marriage? An unhappy relationship, a job that you're miserable on, you know? So that's me, and we're all different. But yeah, once I did find out really about the woman, I did stay there for a little while. And the religion that we were in, you had the only way we could really get a legal divorce was that person had to admit that they committed adultery. And also the woman that he messed with is the woman that he's still married to today. So I mean it worked for them. Maybe she, you know, but like I say, they've had to be married, what, 40 some years now. So, like I say, I really am happy that I did leave. Um, Keisha was saying when your mind is made up to make that decision to leave, then there is such an unburdening. It is, but you know what, Keisha? Some people cannot make up their minds to leave. They'll say it's because of the children. I've heard where women said, I can't afford the bills by myself. You'd be amazed how things work out for you. You will be amazed. Not to say my days was easy, not to say it, because my days even got hard after that, okay? I had a lot of lessons to learn, a lot of lessons. Okay, let me get on back over here and I'll come back and let's do this again and start it over. We're almost there, really. I can say that the person that he was with did bring some balance in his life. She did bring a little complication into mine, and but we won't talk about that part. We're just talking about me and him. And once we got divorced, it was hard because I was 3 hours away, and the judge made it where he could come and pick up the baby for an allotted time, then bring him back. But you know what? After a while, I kind of started enjoying it though, having that free time from the baby. But it was hard, and he was sporadic with the money. That's why I'm so glad now that they take the funds out their checks because waiting for them couple of dollars from the baby's dad, it is hard. I know firsthand what it's like. And it's never enough. And and I always know that we say it's never enough, but then then they have their new family, and then that money's coming out the new family, so then it's never enough. But anyway, it had it was bad even after we got divorced, and with that one child. If I didn't have a child for him, then it would have been a lot easier to sever that tie from him. But one other thing I want to say is, when you know that marriage is not good, I don't care what age you are or what relationship, or even if you're not married, don't just stay there. You stay there all your life with unhappiness. I don't get it. I do not get it. I know I don't have to live that life, and that's a good thing, but I just wanted to share that with you. I know some young marriages make it through, but it's got to be hard because you don't have life experiences, you don't have the wisdom. But one thing I'm going to end this with is, I am so unhappy I made that trip to his town. And I didn't listen to my mom. But again, I'm so glad you listened to. Okay, let me, and then we're going to get back to me. I hope y'all enjoyed that part. Yeah, and I did like a 4 or 5 part series on that. What did y'all think if I shared that like every Monday, the rest of them? Just tell me your thoughts on it. It's just, if I really enjoy sharing, doing the reaction video on here. Hey, Mimi, you missed my reaction video on my first marriage. Yeah, let me go back up in the chat. And Mimi has a great reaction channel. And let's see. I'm trying to, when your mind, we're talking about them bad marriages, when your mind is made up to make that decision to leave, then there is such an unburdening. Yes, it was. And my mom was smart though, Keisha. What she did, because when I left with me and the babies, just our clothes on our back. But when I went back to get a lot of stuff, my mom said, I'm not helping you with this part. You're on your own with going in the house and getting the clothes out. And I remember his mom saying, this is what makes me a good mother-in-law. I don't care what nobody say. And then and the strange part was his mother didn't like her. So you would think she would treated me better. And then she said at the end, bye, bad Betty. Bye, bad Betty. And guess what happened? Her marriage, she ended up, and they were married, they ended up separating. She went back because he got sick. And all the brothers and stuff, his uncles, they end up divorcing. And why? I guess they said, that young girl can leave, we can leave too. Thank you, everybody. But it was a learning. Yeah, life is too short, y'all. I'm telling you, to spend it miserable. I know somebody, couple of people now my age are a little younger. They've been miserable all their life. Can you imagine? All their life. Yes, D, she saved me from a lot of pain. Like I say, she did bring balance into his life that he needed, and then also the child support. And like I say, it's never enough. I tell my sons that it's never enough. And one of my sons say, "Well, I'm the one that started it. She didn't have. I started the money's coming. The child." I said, "That's what you're supposed to do. You're not doing nothing special. What you doing? You ain't doing nothing special. That child, I'm gonna make sure the grandchildren get taken care of. Even though you give the child support money, it's not enough. Buy the shoes, buy the socks, buy the bras, buy the pants, buy it all. Help them out. It's hard being a single mom. It really is. thank you, everybody in the house. Just sharing a little piece about yeah, I heard yours, me. I heard your story, girl, about you and your, yeah. We all got a story. And I think I'm the one that told me, man, you need to share that, girl. You need to share that. Nicole, thank you for coming in. That's a new name. Thank you so much for coming in. Yansu, great friend of mine. And let's see, I'm just trying to get to the end of the chat. Mimi said, my ex mother in law says I will always, yeah, will be her daughter in law no matter what her knucklehead son did. Yeah, that's even with my son that stays over in Australia because he's on his second marriage. And on his second marriage, they've been together for a long, long time. And I love her because she makes him happy. So I don't have a problem with that. But the first wife was definitely like a daughter too. And I mean, I would do anything for Loretta, anything for her. And to Lena, anything. His second wife, I would do anything for either one of them. But they definitely, and that's great. That is really good. Me and his sister stayed friends for a long time. For a long, I'm still looking down the chat. Yeah. But I just, I never thought anybody, because somebody was like, your life not that good. Your life talking about tell us the good part. But I'm telling you, that marriage took me through HRS, IRS. What else I went through? Oh, and girl, we went child support all the way to the end. Okay. Till he was he 16, 17? He wanted to reduce the child support and the judge wouldn't do it. But yeah, it was I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna share the other part next Monday. I got like 3 or 4 parts, and I'm hoping y'all, really enjoyed that. And then like Wednesday and Friday, I got like already set up. I got an interview Wednesday with Guard 848 from Indonesia. And then Friday, like I have my premieres at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then if you sit right there, it'll just YouTube will switch you right over to the live. And you don't even have to move. And I do my live right after that on Fridays. So but yeah, I didn't know anybody really wanted to know about that. Yeah, Darren. I'm like, yeah. But we were raised up in very religious families, both of us. All the strict families, and then you want to get out, get out. And like I said, we were very immature is what it was. And you know what, I'm gonna tell you something. After that marriage, we divorced in 79, I believe. Some of you weren't even born. 70. And I said I was going to make darn sure when I got into that second marriage, it was going to be it. So think of this, 1979. And then I'm trying to think. Then I had my second son. And then after that, I kept making mistakes. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to stop this. And honestly, it wasn't anything about religion. I remained celibate for about 8 years. I said, I'm going to take care of my kids. And I'm going to tell you, my life got so amazing. It was always like I would go a couple of steps up, go a couple of steps back, then it accelerated. And that's what I tell people. When you're in a marriage, don't go right into another one, because you're going to get that same type of man. Same type of man. So 1979, I forgot what year I met my husband now. It was like years later, because we didn't get married until 2001. We dated for 10 years. I was going to make darn sure this time. And it's a happy marriage. There is no perfect marriage. We had no extra woman, no extra, no nothing serious in this marriage to even think about. And it's his second marriage too. So we've been together for forever. And you know what? I used to hear people say that they love their husbands or their mate more than when they first met them. And I can say that. I never thought I would have that love in my life. I never thought, thank you, Aaron, for saying thank you. And yeah, because I know it's late over there in Australia. Thanks, Trish. Thank you. She said, I like the reaction video. Miss Betty, everyone, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna tell you, in that marriage, it's a lot of stories to tell. Like I say, he took me through every government agency. every and you know what, in the end, it's like it never came out good for him. And the only thing that to me with the divorce system now that's better is, they take the money right out of the check. At that time, they didn't. They gave them an option of paying you. Girl, I got so many bounce checks. I know people don't even write checks now, but I got so many bounce checks from that man. It was sad. And he didn't even have to pay me that much. It only went up a lot, and I'm gonna tell that story later. When the HRS came involved, and I said, okay, we gonna do this time. So I'm gonna talk about that another time. But yeah, he kept messing with me. So I really, and the child really needed it. So everybody telling me their age. Thank you, everybody in the house. Keisha said she was 4 years old. She was 4 years old. I told her she could be my daughter. Magnificent. Yeah, he could be my son. I told y'all I'm older than all y'all in here. Dee said she was 10. Look at everybody. I was over there getting in trouble and y'all was babies. Yeah, but and my sons tend to have long term. The marriage that my son's in now, they've been together for a lifetime. And my son, baby son, he tends to be in long term relationships. He seemed with this one, he just turned 40. So he seems with this one, they're in sync. So I'm just hoping this is the one for him, because I always tell my children, and like he even say, Mama, I'm not going to be unhappy. And I always tell my kids, you really don't need, but there is a way to leave a marriage though. It's like you always close that door before you leave. Don't be in a marriage and then you go over to somebody else for that comfort. Go ahead, shut that door and then start a new life, and then it works out better for you. So and then somebody asked me, did I forgive him? And I'm like, I don't think it was anything to forgive. We were so young, you know. We didn't know what we was doing. He didn't know. I'm sure he looked back at it, and I'm sure he say the same thing. I didn't know what, you know. Keisha said, I'm 21 plus years in my second marriage, and I can truly say that God blessed me with this go round. Yeah, I love him more every day. Yeah, because I don't know how long you waited in between, but I think a lot of times that really helps with with our um with our next marriage, and even your mate, because my husband was married before, but then he knew what he wanted, and then we dated for a long span of time, so and I really didn't want to get married until my children were grown, and that's why I really wanted to wait those 10 years until my last son, he was 18. And that just came from childhood trauma. I think that letting someone else that's not the biological father be over your children, and that just came from from my childhood. I know that's what it was. So yeah, I didn't want anybody else over my children unless they were the biological father. Just my junk from the past. I always say, if you can't hug them, then you definitely not gonna touch them. So Nicole, I am so happy that you stopped by. I really am. I really, really am. But yeah, today what I'm gonna do, because I've been on a little over an hour, and but yeah, do what that's what I had wanted to talk about too, was do what makes you happy. Do what I am so blessed. Darren is in here, Keisha's in here, they get it. When you know you're blessed, even this morning, yeah, I'm gonna talk a little bit, just a tad bit about religion, is I really looked in the mirror and said, God, and closed my eyes and and I thank you so much for the life that I have had, the life that I had to learn from, and look at the amazing place that he has brought me. I mean, who was it? Pedroza asked me last night. He said, if you could go back in any time in your life, where would you like to go to? And I told him right now, I don't want to go back. I love my life right now, is what it is. Just to be blessed to be at the age that I'm not. Everybody don't make it to 67. I'm hanging on to that 67 now, y'all. Because I'll be 68 in December. And yeah, everybody don't get that blessing to be old age. Everybody do not make it to that club. Okay, I know y'all don't seen that around a lot. Everybody do not make it to the old people's club. And I don't mind being called old, believe me. Believe me. But what I was going to say, I know Keisha just came off a cruise. She's enjoying her life. She's making memories with her children. She came off with her son, one with her daughters. Enjoy your life. Destination Fun, I have to bring her in here all the time, is she talk about my water being expensive. I got to talk about that. But this brings me joy. Okay. Let's just hope it don't get any higher. And she always talk about these 12 cans of what I pay for 'em. And in fact, I didn't tell her. She went and looked up the price. But that brings me anything, even perfume. I hadn't worn perfume in years. And I just wanted to find a scent that I love to wear every day. I haven't quite found that yet, but it's something that I want to, be able to wear every day. Anything that brings me joy. Coffee, sitting in the quietness of the moment. I'm telling you. And that's why I say younger women, younger men, y'all are in your really the prime of your life and you're busy. But take time out and smell the coffee, smell the roses. But I did. I really enjoyed my time with all of you. And I think I got, let's see. I was making sure Canadian Family Life. She says she's back. She was on here Friday and she does homeschooling, which I just think is amazing when parents do that. I don't know if I could have did it or not. I really I don't know if I could have done it or not. But yeah, I have. I've really, and I know I keep saying it, but enjoy the small things. It don't have to be the big things. And another thing is be giving of heart. Give more than what you expect back. Kevin does say that on Tuber Chat. Give more than you expect back. But I'm gonna say something though about being a YouTube creator, and I discussed this a little bit with Pedroza. When a YouTube creator does something for you, or even anybody, but I just wanted to throw that in because I know we got quite a few YouTube creators, and they go out of their way to do something for you. Please say thank you. Please say thank you. That's the least you could do. I had that experience with someone, and I was telling Pedroza, I was so surprised that they didn't come back and say thank you. Even when Canadian Family Life, when she was done, she came back, thank you. Pedroza, I went back and I said thank you to him because it's an honor to be on, someone's show. And Keisha saying, listen, Miss Betty, I think the jewelry store on the cruise ship would be the reason. He doesn't want me alone in those beautiful shots. She spend that money. I want a new wedding ring too because my stone came out and I'm really responsible for that. But I do want a new wedding ring. I do want to I know my husband like, you better get a stone and put it back in that ring. So you know what that means. I'll be buying my own ring. And that you know what, after 30 years, that don't even matter. I tell you, if I had wanted a new ring and wanted to buy it, I would buy it. Because a ring just signifies to outward show. But what's happening in behind them doors? That's what important. But I do want my little ring back on my finger. Is what it is. Yeah. She said like being good simply for goodness sake. Yeah, it is. It's just, it's just so amazing what I'm gonna just say what God has shown me. Just so amazing. All the wisdom my mom imparted to me. And I took it for granted for a while. And I want to say she passed in 90 something. And the reason I say 90 something is because I don't know, I do that too. I block out. I block out years when something tragic. I know it was in the 90s, and it's a protection of my brain. Because even when I was in that bad marriage, at the end, I don't remember days of it. And I know I did it my mind did it to protect me before I left. So, the mind is amazing. It is that mind is amazing. And what I learned is too, we're also interconnected to each other. I don't care what color, what culture, what national. We're all the same, y'all. It's so sad that we feel that, that we are different, from other people. But I'm telling you, get to the point where you're happy. And it don't take no money. And I know a lot of people don't have money. And I'm not gonna say it's gonna take away those problems, but you'll find a way to deal with them differently. You really will. You'll find some way to deal with it differently. Let's see what she stole my thunder saying. Yes, just give to give. If they give back, better. If you can't give without expecting something back, then don't give, or just make it clear it's a loan. Thank you so much. Because even though that person didn't say thank you, I would do it again. I would do it again. And I just wish maybe we'll get close enough where I can say that, where, you need to say thank you when somebody does do something for you. Because sometimes people just don't know. You know what I mean? They just don't know. Oh, I talked to Warmstrong once or twice. He's on that ship. And I have not seen his lives since he been since he been gone. I know he's done two. I hope he hasn't done three. Hi, DM Vlogs. How are you doing? Let's see. What time is 10:47? So it's about 11:47 p.m. in Indonesia. So but I met so many, I'm telling you. And the reason I keep saying I came to YouTube, and I'm gonna keep saying that over and over. And I thought, and I forgot it when I was trying to find my way. And I keep repeating it is because I wanted a place where really for me too, because I needed an extended family. Because sometimes somebody said something this morning and they said that just because you have the same blood running in your veins don't make you family. You're blood related. Oh, that hung with me. And I noticed with people my age is a lot of people are lonely. A lot of people um don't talk to their kids. And it can happen. You could be talking to your kids now, and that can happen. I know me and my baby son one time went a long time without talking, my oldest son, and it can happen. We're back to a good point right now. Maybe we all had to learn something in that, but that was, yeah. And I want an extended family that I can call if I get sick, or something good is happening, to be able to find those places. It's even like Jamie. I don't know if I needed Jamie, and she'll get somebody car and come here. So you have those people that and then I got Keisha. I know I can call and say, hey Keisha, or even Tristan Natural, Scratch and Pete. I just have to type him in. But he would answer me right back. I wouldn't have a problem, I don't think, with waiting hours and hours. But yeah, I wanted to like build a community, have that extension of a family of coming in, at Big Mama's house. That's all it is. Bring your cup of coffee, bring your cup of tea, bring your wine if it's late enough. But expect a little chitter chatter, and you might not like it, but we can talk back and forth because that's what family is about. That is what family is about. Hey, M&T Living, how are you doing? You're everywhere. I'm telling all these YouTubers now, I'm doing it for 19 months now. So still I'm very brand new. You know, I'm the one that like to tinker in the back and see what makes YouTube tick. I found this young guy. I want to say little boy, and I have to be careful with that as I get older, but that's what I mean, a young man. Even when I say baby girl, sometimes I have to be careful with that because somebody could, take it the wrong way, and I don't mean it that way. It's just like saying you're younger than me. But Roberto Clark, I believe, y'all should pull him up. He's a smart Nick Nimmin. Yes. Roberto Clark, he's also, I put him right up there. So I've been listening to him a lot. And I want to do this video on Friday a lot different. I haven't got it together. I've got it on paper, but I don't know how I want to process it because a lot of like Nick Nimmin, I don't know if he said it, but I know Roberto and a lot of people have said to make your thumbnail before you make your video and come up with your title and then make your video. So I'm gonna try, because I do it backwards. Once you come up with the idea, then I make the title, then I do the thumbnail is what I do. So I'm gonna try it their way and see what works. Also too, in the analytics, if you go to the analytics and if you hit videos, yeah, because your videos, I said audience. Oh no, hit analytics, then hit audience up top and let all your videos drop. And it will show you, it will light up or the lights will be off. If the lights off and you don't have like a moderate or a low in there, then you really, really low. So mine used to be low. All the lights used to be low. I looked the other day and they were all moderate. I'm like, I was happy about that. I still don't get the views. And I'm not gonna say what I don't think I should get because I grade my own videos, and sometimes you could be that harsh little critic. But I know that if I'm not getting a lot of views, that means that work needs to be done. Work needs to be done. But that will show you how your videos, what that light is doing is tell you if new people are returning because of that video. So at least all of them are on moderate now. Thank you, everybody that's here. Thank you so much. I'm just talking about the YouTube and the backs of it and the guts of it, showing if your video is doing all right, and then showing you if it's helping people to return to your channel that didn't know anything about your channel. Now, what I'm going to tell you is my fear. I'm going back up here, way back. Nicole, thank you, thank you. Okay, I've seen that part. She told, I totally agree. Give with no expectation of getting anything in. Okay, like being good simply for being good. I know. And it's like people just treat you invisible. They treat you invisible. Okay, I'm keep going, trying to get to you. Thank you, everybody. I've talked a little bit about my 20s. I think next Monday I'm going to do the same thing because I got 4 parts on that. And just show you, everything that I went through in those 3 years. Well, not really three, because it took me up to the sun 18 years. So we started out at 20, so we were almost 40. Yeah, when he got to be 18, we probably ruined his whole life too. My poor baby. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go back and talk about the not the yeah, hit the analytics and the YouTube studio. If you don't know the YouTube studio, get to know this YouTube studio. And then under audience, after you hit analytics, then it shows all your videos. And if they have a low return of people coming back, or if it has a moderate, they'll have the lights on for that. If you ain't got no lights on, you got a problem. Okay, you got to work on that content. But what frightens me, and I told Pedrosa this, is I don't know if I'm ready. And I've told Warmstrong, I'm not sure I'm ready for that next. When that thing says high return, am I really ready? Do I have the work ethics to put in to be really ready? Because y'all know, if your channel is, say if you got 1,000 subs, and then all of a sudden you wake up one morning, you got 10,000, and you're not ready, what you gonna do? I tell everybody that just because you don't have 10,000 now, it's probably because you don't need to have 10,000. I don't need to have 10,000 at this moment, because I know what that takes. That takes work, the quality of your work. There is so much competition out there. YouTube is not saturated. I want everybody to know that. There are billions of people. Okay? YouTube is not saturated. Cruise community, lots and lots of y'all. Okay? Garden community, lots, and it's not saturated. Mukbang. But you got a lot of competition. So if you go to that next level, say if my videos get a high return, I got to be willing to up my quality, which I'm trying to do now. And even with this, I got to figure out about this in my glasses. If your videos are looking the same way they looked a year ago, you need to start trying to up the quality on them. See what makes them look better is what they do. But I don't think I'm ready right now. I don't think I'm ready right now, but I'm gonna have a little talk with God later on. But yeah, it's a lot of work. It's definitely gonna be a lot of work. Okay, Darian, I know where you're running to. But yeah, it's just been a morning, and I'm gonna get ready to go. And I just am so grateful all of you stopped by. And like most of you that's in here know that I'm on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and at 9:30 for my lives. And then on Friday, it's 9 a.m. for my premiere. And then you don't even have to move. YouTube will just shift you right on over here to the live, because it goes right on after that. So, and that's amazing. Okay, that is amazing. Also, too, is I also added a join button. You don't have to just look at my video. I think I did a good job on the video. You don't have to press that. The little perks. I didn't promise more than I could deliver. So when you do that, you can end up giving more. You know what I mean? So just look at that a little bit. Tell me how my video was, what you think about the perks. And that's the only thing too about the partnership. There is so much in this. You got sponsorships, you got, it's just so much components to make this work. To make it work is what it is. So a lot of times, like me, like I say, I'm on the low realm of that 1,000, just having that 1,000 of people, which I am grateful for, because like I tell everybody, I want that content when it gets in the high. That's what I want to push me. That is what I want to push me. And also, when that camera goes up, I know I said I was leaving. No, Scrolls Nest. I always do that. Then I think of something else. When I put that camera up, it's like I go in my shell. I know it looked like to you that I'm out, but here I'm more natural. When I put the camera up, it's like a little piece of me goes in, and I got to change that because that's what's missing. That is what's missing. I'm kind of forcing it, and I need to get it out, is what it is. But yes, if you're going to make it, or I'm going to make it on that next level, we got to have better quality. I know a lot of people say, and a lot of people can't afford the camera or whatever, but how are we going to get on the next level that we want to get onto? Because, like, I know I've shown y'all, I've got to get another camera, y'all, because this one won't let me change the lens. I need lenses. I have this one, the Sony ZV. It's a good camera. I mean, I'm going to keep it even when I get my other camera. It's like a year old, but I can't put any wide angle lens and stuff different. And I need something that I can change the lenses on. Because if you're going to get serious, that's just the bottom line. That and then I was thinking about my intro and then my outro. That needs to be changed. I need to find somebody, to help me with that, or try to do it over on Canva. I'm pretty sure I could do it, but somebody I'm sure could do it better. And if you know anybody, send them to my Instagram and all that good stuff. And somebody good that do an intro, outro, and don't charge arm and a leg. Let me know who that is. I know I need a new banner. I want to keep my banners simple though. Okay, destination. I want to keep that banner. The banner that I have, I want to keep it. Just says I am Betty J Gallus. I like that. I think Rich New Design wanted to add me up there. I don't think I want to go up there. I think I want to just leave it simple. Do you notice the people that get higher up, the simpler they seem to get with a lot of their stuff? So I do want to keep that simple, is what I want to do. But Scrolls Nest came in. I'm so happy that they came in. And yeah, I got a lot to do today too. I've got to get ready for 2 interviews. That would be Guard 848 on Wednesday. And see, I have to go and I have to look at their videos. And Guard 848 is Indonesian. And and so I gotta get the transcription thing, hopefully on the thing, and look at some of her videos so I can get to ask her some questions. Then I'm more worried about that one because I really don't know her that much. Carol, the girl miniature, I have her Friday. And then I need to watch some of her stuff. So just interviewing somebody, I just don't wait for them to get here. I need to learn a little bit more about them. Like Tiffany, Canadian Family Life. I went and looked at her videos because you need to learn a little bit more about people you interview and just not show up. And that reminded me of another thing, that somebody that needed help because nobody was coming to their lives. And what I told him was he need to make up his thumbnails before time. Don't wait to make a thumbnail an hour before. You need to be at least a week or 2 weeks ahead on them thumbnails. You need to be consistent. That's why them thumbnails go up, because if you're consistent, that works for you. And have a network. And also, I do truly believe in network. Just don't network and forget about your channel. That's the only thing I can say. And then have other people share you out, and that helps you doing that. You may not think, then your people will also come for that. So, and me doing that topic today was really from Carol, the miniature. She said, you never tell us nothing about that other stuff happened in your life. I know some stuff that happened in your life. She was the one that started that. And I was like, you know what? You're really interested in that. And then I asked somebody else and they were like, yeah. And let me see who else came in the chat. Yeah, I told you my baby sister left me because, some people can only take so much of the past, and she knows a lot with being a little girl because she's like 13 years younger than me. And then my best friend, Deborah, she said it was a good topic. We all need words of encouragement, and you can be your best self by yourself. With God, all things are possible. Yes, it is. It really is. And that's why I say we're all made so differently. And then when I even think about the words that I say, that when people have been in long term unhappy marriages, that's their personality. That's what they chose. And, and I remember before I got out of my marriage, I remember someone in their long term marriage told me that how women are different. He was telling me was that some women can't take much, and he said you're just the type of woman that can't take much. And he's saying some women can, and the husband just can give them just a little bit, and they're all right. So we all, I mean, and I didn't understand that at 20. I really did. 22 by that time, by the time I left him. So, but yeah, we all, yeah. But I am so happy this time I am going to leave. But I do. I thank you. I'm going to see y'all Wednesday, 9:30. I'm going to have guard 8:48. And again, thank you. And look at my join button. You don't have to push it. If you push join, you ain't paying for nothing. Just look and see how I did on my video. I thought I was cute. Uh-oh. Somebody trying to mess me up. But yeah, isn't it nice to feel good about yourself too? You think you're cute. If you don't think it, who gonna think it? But let me get off of here. Okay, thank you so much, my moderators. Thank you so much, everybody that came. I will see you Wednesday, and bye bye. And I will see you later.